beautiful and welcome back to my channel, and to this video there's going to be 3 looks with the Wahala palette by Juvia's Place. I hope I'm saying this correctly. I do have a swatch video up already with this palette, swatching it and letting you know some initial thoughts. This video is going to be 3 looks with this palette, so if you're interested in swatches, I'm going to leave that video up here in the corner so that you can have a peek. But in this video I'm doing 3 looks, so I hope you will enjoy that. If you haven't been here before, hi, my name is Angie. I love makeup and I love fashion, especially colorful one. And if you're also interested in more color and incorporating more color into your wardrobe, into your makeup, I would love to see you subscribe because I upload several videos a week. And this week we're actually doing Indie Week. So this is going to be the second video in my Indie Week series, a full week of indie content. And I did post my first video yesterday and this is my second. And then there's going to be videos Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I might even post a bonus video, I'm not sure yet, but there might be a bonus video. I'm just dedicating this whole week to indie content, and this video is going to be 3 looks with the Wahala palette, and I really hope you will enjoy it, so let's just get into it. Okay, if I look a bit weird, it's because I accidentally used I tried to do this look before, but when I was blending out the red, I accidentally used a brush that wasn't clean, so it turned so muddy, so we're gonna do it again. My bad. Did notice though when I did that the first time that this didn't really blend that good over this yellow, because that's the look I want to do. Hi, by the way, we're doing the first look. I'm already just ugh. So I think I'm gonna start with fire and blend it out with this yellow, and then I'm gonna use some of the greens because I want to do something warm with that. That's what we're doing. So I clean my brushes extra special now to make sure that these are clean. I thought that these were clean, but I guess they weren't. They looked clean to me. So now we're doing again, and I'm starting with the red. So if it's looking a bit weird, it's because this is my second try. I tried to blend it out and I noticed that it had like a dark purpley plum in the brush, and it just turned muddy straight away, and there's just no saving it after that. So new try. I want to have a bit of red like this. I don't want to do this like too much, so I think I'm just gonna put it red like this, and then we'll go in with the yellow, and I think I'm gonna put yellow under my eyes as well. I did that before as well. I could just have saved that, but anyways, I was just so annoyed when I saw that plum. I was like, Angie, why do you do this to yourself? That's just so stupid. Okay, so I'm gonna just take some off on my hand, and I'm just gonna blend this out a little bit. Just soften the edges a little bit before I go in with the yellow shadow. When you start with the darkest shadow and then work in towards the more lighter ones, it always looks so weird in the beginning, but it usually fingers crossed turns out to be really nice towards the end. So we're hoping that this is one of those times as well, right? Okay, I think that is pretty okay. Now I'm taking a smaller brush. It's just a teensy weensy one. This is the Morphe 506. This doesn't have that many hairs left, but this is what we're doing. So I want to have the yellow here in the beginning as well. So I'm just gonna start putting it here in the inner part of the crease, and just let's start like this. And now let's see if we can just softly blend out the edges a bit more with this yellow one out here. And I'm using very little color on the brush. Let's not do the cat hair. And I'm just flicking it a bit over the edge, just trying to soften it up and bring some of that warm yellowness in here. I think that this is looking pretty okay. I'm just flicking it out a bit to really keep that shape that we had before with that somewhat cat eye. I might use some of that, is it called? Sis. It's called Sis, the dark brown. I might use that towards the end to deepen this up a bit if needed. Yeah, this is a lot better than layering the red on top of the yellow. Just a tip if you really want to the red to show up. I think that this is looking really nice. Let me put some under my eyes as well, and let's do the same on the other side, and then we'll just do the green. I think that that turned out really okay. So what I'm gonna do, am I am I somewhat in focus? I think I am somewhat in focus. I'm gonna use this lighter green Gossip that is like very nice olive green, and I'm gonna use this Fighter that is somewhat of a duochrome. It goes almost like to a dark blue, and I shift it like this. Can you see that it? Yeah, you can see a bit as well. And if you're wondering about any of these swatches, I do have a swatch video up that's up here in the eye somewhere. So I'm gonna do Fighter under my eyes. Maybe I'll start with that one actually. I'm gonna do Fighter under my eyes. I am gonna spray it because I want it to be as opaque as possible and to not get a lot of fallout. I am putting a lot on a flat, what are these called? Flat definer brush. I'm gonna spray it, and we're gonna tuck this towards my lower lash line to get it to be green. Ooh, that is really nice. So I'm starting out to just placing it, and then I'm gonna blend it out afterwards. That's usually the best when it comes to colorful shadows, to be honest. Start with placing, and then we can perfect it afterwards. Now with the same brush, I'm just gonna blend a little bit on the edge to soften that up, and maybe I'll carry it up just a little bit as a little fake wing here, because I am gonna probably wing this, do like a wing liner. So I think that this will look really good. I'm gonna go back to just a fluffier brush that I had some yellow on, and I'm just gonna maybe just with a little bit more yellow make sure that this looks somewhat blended. I think that that is it. I got a little bit of fallout, but it wasn't really that bad. Okay, now I'm taking that like olive green, and I'm gonna spray that as well, and I'm gonna put that on my entire lid. Maybe just wrap my entire eye, like my inner corner and everything with this. Is that what I'm doing? I think that's what I'm doing. You see here, I don't bother blending in places that I know I'm gonna cover up with shadow, and that's something you can have like in the back of your mind as well, like in the back of your head. How do you say it? I don't know how to say it, but like keep that in mind when doing eyeshadow looks. Don't spend like too much time blending in places that you know you're gonna cover up with something. I never bother blending too much on the lid, for example. If it looks a bit choppy, that's fine. I usually cover it up with something, so it doesn't have to look perfect every step of the way. That's not the point. It only has to look as perfect as you want it to look at the end of the look. That's the most important thing. Now I'm just adding some more of the green without spraying my brush, so it's not like wet, so that I can blend these edges out a little bit, because I don't want to have like too sharpy lines. Ooh, I got so much fallout. That is crazy amount of fallout. Wow. Ooh, that's probably because I didn't spray that last time. Oh my god, I have green glitter everywhere. Oh my god, what am I gonna do with that? Okay, so you really need to... Oh my god, what am I gonna do with that? I need to have some paper. I'm probably gonna have to powder again. Oh, I'm just taking some paper. That is crazy amount of fallout. Wow. Wow. I'm just taking some of that off. I'm probably gonna have to use some concealer there again, because that was crazy. That was not a good look. Okay, really. Spray your brush or do your eye makeup first, because that was crazy. Wow. Okay, so I just put some powder under here so that I can prevent that from happening again. I'm spraying it a bit. I'm just gonna use some of that olive green here as well in my inner corner, and just meet up it to have this green go all the way around. I mean, I am gonna finish up the other eye, but I'm just gonna use, let me show you. I'm just gonna use this one, the one that's called Sis, this one, and I'm just gonna deepen up a bit. What is going on? Okay, I'm just gonna deepen up the outer corner here just a little bit. Just there, so there's a little bit of darkness there in the outer corner. I'm gonna finish up this eye as well. I'm gonna do some mascara and wing liner and get some of this powder off. Maybe I'll do lip yes. I'll just finish all of this up except false lashes so you can see how it looks before that. Okay, so this is where we are right now. I put on the NYX Suede in Spicy, and I did do a bit of the, what is this one called? Jolt. The eyeliner from Urban Decay. I think I'm gonna put a bit more like layer to make it more vibrant. I wish this was just a little bit more vibrant. It just isn't. Okay, I'm gonna do some lashes. What do I want to do? Do I want to do something like this? Iconic Luxe with the liner? Maybe I'll put the Iconic Luxes on. I just have some in front of me. I'm gonna put these on and that's gonna be the finished look. Okay, so this is the finished look. I have the lashes on and this is how it's looking. I think it's looking really nice. I love a green with a really warm crease. Maybe I'll try and just layer some of this... oh, did I get concealer in here? That's not sexy. Wait. This stand up, maybe I'll try and see if we can get some of this on top of the green just to lighten it up just a little bit in the inner corner. That looks nice. That's really nice. Yeah, that turned out really good. So this is the first look with this palette, just a bit of a warm green moment. I love these kind of sunsetty creases, especially when you have something bold to like go around your eye. I'm really digging this cool tone thing here, so I think my next look is going to be something with that. Okay, we are doing the second look. If anything looks muddy in this area here, it's because this is actually being filmed after each other, because I wanted to try another look before I am done for the day. I am wearing, is this Ecstasy? Yeah, this is the Hydro Matte from Jar Cosmetics in Ecstasy. Beautiful cool tone thing. I'm gonna do something with these shades and that's why I put this lippy on. I think, what do I want to do? Let me start with this one, Be You, and just see how that looks. I'm gonna start with that one in the crease and we'll just see how it looks. So I'm just gonna put that, oh, that is beautiful. Put that here in the outer corner and blend out a bit like I did with the other look. And I want to use that Envy, which is that like lavender periwinkle glittery somewhat duochrome shade. That was a long and winded way of describing that shade, but you'll see it in action. So I think I'm gonna pull this. I'm not being too thorough here in the beginning. I'm just trying to place things. So I'm gonna pull this purple in here. So I think something like this. And now I'm just gonna try and blend this out a bit. Soften the edges before I go in with another shade. So here's the question. Do I want to use Pride and make it, this is like a very light taupe, and make it cool tone? Or do I want to use Woke and make it more purple? We want to make it more purple, right? Okay, so we're using the purple. I'm just gonna clean this a bit, and also on my leg. Such a lady. And then I'm just taking a bit of this Woke shade and I'm just gonna gently layer this on the edge to blend it out a bit. It's always nice to let this take a little time. Is that a hair? Cat hair or brush hair? Not sure. This small brush, by the way, this is a Hakuhodo brush. This doesn't have any number on it, but it's like a small fluffy brush. You can also use, I have one here, this is Morphe M506. You can see they're pretty similar in shape, just something small and fluffy. Sigma and Refer also has similar small fluffy brushes. And I'm just going in small, just dipping into the purple, just getting a little bit on my brush, and then just going over this with small circular motions. You can see it's not depositing a lot of purple, it's just to soften this out. And I honestly think I'm gonna use a bit of this, the Cis one, and I think I'm just gonna even more deepen up the outer part here to make it super smoky. Yeah, this is definitely what I'm doing. Okay, I'm gonna take this Envy which is that like purpley periwinkle shade, and I'm gonna put that, I'm gonna spray it because this has a lot of shimmery particles in it, and I'm gonna put that on the entirety of my lid, really trying to like blend these together. This is such a nice little duochrome moment. I'm excited. Oh, why is that so pretty? This is somewhat similar to the look that I had on in my videos this week that people were really into, but this is a bit more purple than that look. But this is very similar to that, I have to say. And if you skip like some of the purples in this palette and just use the taupey, like grayish taupes, you would definitely get the same kind of result. And that's really nice. So I'm gonna do this on both my eyes. Am I gonna do something for my lower lash line? I think I'm just gonna do this BU, that first shade I did. That like dark purple. I think I'm just gonna smudge that under my eyes. And I'm gonna wrap my inner corner with this Envy. Yeah, I think that this is gonna be really good. So, okay, so let me finish this up. Okay, so this is the look right now. Oh, I want to use some white in my waterline. I brought this out. This is the H&M one. I really thought that maybe having like the contrast with some white in my waterline could be really cool. What do we think? I know a lot of people think that white is just too bright in your waterline, but I think that if you're doing a very dramatic look, something with a nice contrast, there's something about the nice contrast with the white in your waterline that really speaks to me. I'm gonna put the Hoodie lashes on. I think that these are gonna be nice with this look. I've really been enjoying these actually from Huda Beauty. They have a thinner band that are somewhat see-through, but sometimes see-through bands can be really stiff. You might think it's the other way around, but these are actually kind of nice. I think these are the best lashes with a see-through band that I've actually tried. So, okay, so this is the finished look. Everything is on and this is what it's looking like. I really like this, and what I like the most about this look, not only does it look so much like the other look that you seem to love so much, so if you didn't have those singles that I was showing you, maybe you can do something similar with this palette. And I just love finding like not dupes but similar things within my collection, just so you know that you don't have to buy all of it. Like if you decide to buy this palette and you want to do a similar look to that one, you can actually with these shadows, especially if you skip that purple that I blended out and just blend it out with the taupe instead. It's gonna be as cool toned as that look was. If you're wondering about that look, I will try and remember to leave a link to that Instagram tutorial down below, because I know a lot of people were really excited about that look. But I really like this, and I like that it's so different from the first look. I'm gonna do a third look now, and when I'm filming this, I actually haven't decided what that third look is gonna be, so it's a surprise. Let's go into surprise look number 3. Okie dokie, I am very overdressed for the occasion, but who cares? We are gonna do something. I want to use this shadow because it is, you can see that, a duochrome or maybe even a multichrome, because it goes a bit like from a dark purple via a blue to a green. Not as like strong as like a Cleonad would, for example, but it does have that effect. So I want to use this one on the lid. I think I'm gonna use a bit of this glitter as well. It's also a duochrome, like a green to blue. I'm gonna use a bit of this Love, but I don't know really what I want. This is a problem. I also want to use a bit of these two. I think I'm gonna pack those on in my outer corner to begin with. This is gonna be a bit of a weird look, I think. I can already see this going south. But we're gonna experiment a bit, and that's what I like doing. I love experimenting, I love trying new things, and that's what we're doing today. So I'm gonna start with the pink, and I'm gonna put that in the outer part of my like eye here, and I'm gonna put the like Unsilenced, which is that almost neony coral, and I'm gonna put that on the outer half of my lower lash line. So let's start with it. I'm just packing this on and I'll blend as we go. So I'm just smacking this on the lower part, a little more than half, and I'm just gonna meet with the pink. That's a really cool color. Okay, now with another kind of a brush, a smaller, this is a synthetic brush from Morphe. This is pretty scratchy, but that is good when you're blending a bit of a cool tone shadow. I'm gonna use this one called Love. and I love a good blue. This is like a turquoisey blue, and I'm gonna pop that in my inner part of my crease, and I'm gonna try and be a bit detailed, and I'm not gonna try and blend this into the pink. I'm just popping this in the crease here, and I'm letting them meet, but I'm not gonna blend over, because if I start blending over, it's gonna be muddy. It's gonna be a grayish brown kind of a shade, and that's not what I'm after. And I'm not trying to make this super pigmented. I'm just having this blue here as a start to have something to blend that duochrome shadow into. If I just let them meet a little bit, we'll probably just get a bit of a purple thing. But I don't want to blend too much because I do think it's gonna turn muddy. And of course you can blend some blues together with some pinks, but this is more of a turquoisey blue, and I do think that it has a little bit too much green in it to be able to turn into a true like purple if we mix them. So I'm trying to stay clear of that, and I'm looking so crazy right now, but I am one happy clown, and I am sure that this is gonna look good at the end. You know, trust the process. Now we're taking a flat shader brush. This one is from Sigma. I think this is discontinued. It's an E56, but it's just a slim flat shader brush, and I'm gonna use the one that's called Power, the one that's like a duochrome-ish shade up here, and I'm gonna take that, and I am picked up really good on the brush, but I am gonna wet it a bit because I don't want to have a lot of this greenish fallout because I've already done my face. So I'm spraying it a little bit, and I'm gonna put that on the lid, and I'm gonna blend it in to the blue that I put here. And I'm also gonna fade it a bit here, but I'm gonna put a bit of the pressed glitter here to help with the transition into the pink. This is where I'm gonna leave it. I have a bit of a shimmer on the lid here. I'm gonna put a bit of the glitter. Maybe I'll just do that. Let me get a glitter glue. Maybe we can somewhat finish one eye up so I can do the other one a bit off camera, because I don't want to say I'm in a bit of a time crunch, but I'm in a bit of a time crunch. Come out, glitter glue. Oh, there you are. I'm just taking a little bit. I'm using the e.l.f. one still, and I'm just dotting it here a bit over the green and a bit into the pink. And you see, I'm not swiping, I'm just dotting. And then I'm taking some of the Jenga, which is that green blue glitter, and it does pick up on the brush. That's good. And I'm putting it straight where they meet, and I'm just gonna fade it over the pink. I wouldn't recommend this pressed glitter without the glitter glue because it doesn't have enough binders in them, according to me. So this is where I'm leaving it. I'm probably gonna put some of that dark shadow here just to really make this look even better. I'm talking about this one. The one that's called Sis. So let me take that. I'm taking the same somewhat scratchy brush that I used for the green shadow, and I'm just pressing that here. You see, like not swiping, just pressing. And I'm just putting a bit and just blending this little part here so we can have some darkness here. Oh yeah, that looks a lot better. Okay, so I have a little darkness there now. I am gonna use, what do I want to have? Do I want to have, I think I'm just gonna use this stand up. I was gonna say stand up, but I don't think it's referring to the act of comedy. I'm gonna use that one, and I'm also gonna spray it, and I'm gonna put that on half the lower lash line and my inner corners. And I think that's gonna be the finished look. Yeah, that looks really, really good. That's a nice like ice. I don't want to say champagne. It's more like an icy beige. Okay, so this is it. I really felt like a big wing. Okay, don't come for me. Don't come for me. I am wearing the platinum lipstick from Nabla. That's on my lips, and I'm just having some white in my waterline. I'm gonna put on these Sashas by Huda Beauty as lashes because I don't know. It's Saturday. I'm filming my new makeup releases. I want to be dramatic. it is what it is, but yeah, let me do that and we'll be done with this look. Okay, so the look is finished. I have all of the shadows and everything and lashes on my face. I will say I'm not the biggest fan of this glitter. Even with the glitter glue, it is starting to separate a little bit. I don't hate pressed glitters, and I don't hate glitters as a whole. If you feel unsure about glitters, just don't wear them, I would say. But I have tried better pressed glitters than the ones in this palette, not gonna lie to you. Other than that, I have had no problems with any of these shades except the fire that gave me a little problem when I tried to build it. But if you want to see some swatches of this palette, don't forget to look at the swatch video. I like this look, I like how it came out, but I doubt that this glitter will hold up on me for like 8 hours. I don't see that happening, but I like how it looks really cute. Is this too dark? Is this too dark? It might be too dark. I don't even know. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe and I will see you tomorrow for a new video. Bye!